Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is Let's Play. Use of controller is highly recommended. A game where you use a controller. Hollow Knight! So, this game was bought for me by a subscriber and Patreon supporter, Lakshi Henderson. I bet every time I've said your name, I've said it wrong. I'm willing to bet. Lockheed. Like the dragon that Shadowcat from X-Men had. Any case. So I do appreciate that. I would have bought this game eventually, but it probably would have been a few months from now just because, again, the summer sale, it got me. But Hollow Knight is an amazing game. I just beat it yesterday. I wanted to play through it first. It is a Metroidvania type game, and it is one of the best ones that I've played in a really long time. The controls are very fluid. The upgrades are fun. The world is great. Like, I love it. I fell in love with this, like, dark world. It's not entirely desolate, though. There's signs of life all the way through it. There's other people in the world. Unlike a lot of, as much as I love Super Metroid, you got kind of lonely not meeting anyone there. And that was kind of the point. You were a one-woman army. But it's nice that there are, like, other people with other goals doing things that aren't necessarily have anything to do with you. And it just made things more exciting. But yeah, I'm going to play through the game. There's supposedly different endings. I don't know how to achieve the different endings. I got one last night. But, I'll figure that out as I go. Knowing me, I'm probably going to want to try to 100% the game. But I don't want to promise that. I never promise it, and then it usually happens. So, let's start her up. There's my previous save, but we're not doing that. Now, when you beat the game, you unlock Steel Soul, which is a game where you can't die. No way in hell I'm doing that. But we're just going to play classic normal mode. In the wilds beyond, they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught, we changed. Basic instincts were redeemed. The world gave you to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. And we're off. Huh! Gotta do that badass superhero land. Okay. So, basic controls. And they don't... I love it. They don't hold your hand or anything. But you got your jumps, and you got your attack. And that is it right now. You obviously get more, but this is it right now. Oh wait, that's not it. There's actually, up slash and down slash. Similar to Shovel Knight. I love it. There's like a nice little, I don't know, it's like a movie intro. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream of. So I can heal myself by focusing my soul, apparently. And I haven't been injured, but actually, let's get injured. Boom. So now we'll focus. And there we go, I've healed myself. You gain soul by hitting enemies. So it's a nice little system. And right now I can take 5 hits before I die. Now these are rare, but if you see these blue things, you smash them, and you get temporary health. And it's almost an odd inclusion in the game because they're just so rare. But now I have 2 extra hits, which cannot be restored. Alright, well that surprised me. Oh. Freaking stalactites, mites, I never remember. And we got past that chasm. I think if you're fast enough, you might be able to jump across, but I'm not sure. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the eternal kingdom, Hollow Nest. Don't think anyone's been here in a while. Well, let's take the plunge. Off to destiny. No, he's working streetlights. Can't be all bad. Dirtmouth, the fading town. Oh there, traveler. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. The other residents, they've all disappeared. Headed down that well, one by one, into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fallen to ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, entertainment, that darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you two seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills that place. Creatures turn mad, and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such a great thing after all. Many used to come, hoping the kingdom would fulfill their desires. Hollow Nest, it was once called, supposedly the greatest kingdom there ever was, full of treasure and secrets. Now it's nothing more than a poisonous tomb filled with monsters and madness. Everything fades eventually, I suppose. Feeling tired? That bench may be iron, but I assure you it's quite comfortable. There's no better place for you to collect your thoughts before heading below. Plus, I enjoy the company. Not that you seem like the talkative type. So this is how you save and restore health when you're not focusing, is you sit on benches. There are many benches around the game. And, you know, seek them out, because they're quite important. So he speaks of a well that leads to a great former kingdom. Sounds like the place for me. For all of your mapping supplies, we will be opening soon. Okay. I guess there's only a... I was looking for the other door to see if there's any messages, but it doesn't look like it. Let's do this. Down to Hollow Nest. Alright, the Forgotten Crossroads. Now, another thing that I really like about this game, see this grass? You can just swipe and destroy it. There's no purpose to it. It just looks cool. It makes it seem like you're having more impact on the environment. So a lot of the times I'm just walking and I'm like, Mert. And it all comes back, you know, because video games. Plus it'd be kind of terrible if everything was destroyed, although that might be interesting if just everything. It's just because of you, there's no grass anyway, you just chop it all down, but I like it. It's visually, I love this game. I like, this is... Oh, it's just so nice, guys. before the indie movement, I was so sad about the direction that video games were going, and because it's just like more graphics, more graphics, more graphics, more money, more people, it doesn't need that. Like, why don't you focus on the gameplay? You don't need to focus all of your money on visuals, and this just proves that with a limited staff, you can make something that looks really great, like really artistic, and you don't have to spend $1 million on it. Yeah, and plus, you know, I come from an older school of game where I like you know, cartoony effects. Because, you know, I mean, there's always a place for hyper-realism, right? But it has its limits. Hyper-realism is always going to be dated as technology changes. But, like, let's say, like, Saga Frontier 2, that game still looks good. That game was made in, like, 1999. Like, if you... Even, what is it, Donkey Kong Country? The Donkey Kong Country series? That actually used CG graphics, but they've aged, like, very well. Like, the backgrounds and everything. I would argue that, you know, something like Saga Frontier probably has more longevity in that, because they didn't go CG, but, still. Oh, look at those. Okay, this tunnel right here, I didn't find until, like, the end of the game. Here's the reason that I didn't do this blind, besides the fact that I wanted to enjoy the game, without worrying about recording it. I get lost very easily. I lose track of things, even with a map system. And I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of time just looking for things. The basic concept of a Metroidvania, and I shouldn't assume that everyone knows what Metroidvania means. It's a combination of Metroid, the game Metroid for the Nintendo, and Castlevania. Okay, I don't have an ability to do anything here. I'm so used to having it, I forgot. So Metroidvania, Castlevania, and Metroid. Basically, it's a dungeon which you can further explore based on upgrades that you get. Like, you'll get upgrades, and then you'll be able to go farther and farther and explore more and more and more. And this is that type of game. So, it's like that. For example, I need an item that lets me go up walls. Clearly, based on that. But in order to remember, I need to remember that that is there so that I can actually find out what's over there. Once the dungeon's really big, it is very easy to forget things. It's very easy to forget where you have to go or figure out where you need to go. And I didn't want to have, like, most of my time not, like, recording and editing out me looking for crap. So it should be a lot easier. This game took me 30 hours to beat. I know this is not a 30-hour game if you know what you're doing. I bet with an FAQ, you probably beat this game in definitely under 10. But without one, you know, definitely under 30, so. But there was a period where I was playing for like 10 hours just trying to find out what to do next, and I found so many secret optional bosses and power-ups and just couldn't find it. But I got there eventually. Oh, look at this. There's a weird guy in a jar up there. I don't think I can get him right now, though. What the hell? I was supposed to jump higher than that. Almost. Sorry, sorry I got your hopes up. Maybe one day I'll be able to do something for him. But not this day. New enemy type. This guy jumps. Note these guys all look like me, right? They've got similar faces. But they don't seem all that friendly. I've also got a inventory system. Currently I have an old nail, the traditional weapon of Hollow Nest. Its blade is blunt with age and wear. And my first spell, focus. Gotcha. Plus the enemies don't just disappear when you kill them, like their bodies fly back. I mean, then they disappear after you walk off screen, but it's another graphical thing that makes you feel, it just feels good. Like it makes you feel like the game has there's weight to your actions. Slice. Sometimes you gotta slice a what was that? It wasn't an ornament, was it like a street lamp? A non-functioning street lamp? Also, you notice I'm getting these little coins things. These are geodes, which is a, you know, it's a rock reference. We are underground. That is the currency of Hollow Nest. End of Dirtmouth. Which I guess is just on top of Hollow Nest. And you know, I played this game a lot. I still don't exactly know where I'm going because I don't have any maps. But I'll figure it out. In fact, I feel like I'm doubling back by accident. Which isn't the best. Whack, whack, whack! Where am I now? I'm at some crazy structure. Temple of the Black Egg. Hello there. How delightful to meet another traveler in these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you've a strong look about you. I'm Quarrel. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A giant stone egg, lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There are strange marks all over it. I do so love a mystery, and who knows what other marvels lie deep below us. So, as I said, there are other people with other goals. It's a little bit hard to tell here, but he's got a mask on the back of his head, and then his face is here, so he's actually looking this way at the egg. For so long I've been drawn here. So many tales full of wonders and horrors. No longer could I resist. I just had to see it for myself. And what a time I chose to arrive! This dead world has sprung to life. The creatures are riled up, and the earth rumbles. The air is thick. I wonder what could have brought this all about. To preserve the ruin, that old nail alone won't be enough, though that's no problem. One only has to look around. Plenty have come before us, and most have met a grisly end. Many more equipped than you and I. I'm sure they wouldn't mind if a fellow explorer were to relieve them of their tools. It's a kindness, really. The dead shouldn't be buried with such things. So this is the Temple of the Black Egg. But I don't believe there's much I can do here right now, but we did meet Quarrel. Seems like a fine lad. Did you pass that town above? What a gloomy place. And such mysteries hidden right beneath. I suppose that's why they're all headed down here. Who could resist such possibilities? Yeah, it's just weird because that town is like completely deserted because everyone went into the crazy dungeon. Except for that old man, the Elder Bug. But I definitely think I'm going back to where I was before. There was something I wanted to look at all the way to the left anyway. Yeah, that's where I was before. So somehow I got turned around from the place I was going to go to first. Oh! And the game just, it feels so natural after a while. Like, your controls are so important to this. So a few months ago at this point, I played Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the first time. I didn't get very far because the emulator was bad. Or the ROM was bad. Wait a second, this is where I wanted to get to. Awkward. Well, here he's clearly upset about something. Perhaps I can do something to brighten his day if I can figure out what it is, but he doesn't seem all that into talking right now. But yeah. So Symphony of the Night, it was good, I liked it. I might have played more if the ROM wasn't glitching, causing the game to freeze periodically, making me lose large amounts of progress. I mean, this is better. Like, the controls weren't, like, super amazing. They weren't super smooth. They were pretty damn good, though. And also the difficulty was, like, kind of ridiculously punishing just because of the lack of save points. If there was a few more save points, it would have been great, because you just go down these, like, insanely long corridors where it's really easy to get caught out and die, and then you have to start over again, and that, after a few times, I was like, ugh. What is all this? Hey there. Hello there. Come down to explore these beautiful old ruins? Don't mind me. I've a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I am a cartographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? Yes, please. I got the geode. Acquired a map. The most important item for people who get lost like me. A map can be a useful thing. but it alone won't show you where you are. If you've not a head for directions, I suggest purchasing a compass from my wife, Isilda. She's just now opening the new map shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back in to see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. Oh, by the by, I haven't introduced myself. Yes, I should apologize for that. When you spend a lot of time by yourself with just your own thoughts, you forget about the niceties of conversation. My name is Corniford, and I've always loved exploring the world. Why, when I first hatched, I wandered off immediately, leaving my brothers and sisters and my poor mother behind. That's why, as soon as I could, I moved to Dirtmouth with my wife. A huge, unending kingdom to explore right at her doorstep. Who could resist? Anyway, I'll let you return to your travels. With a little luck, we'll meet again. Be safe, and farewell. So now I can open up my map, and this is it. Now, I don't have the ability to affect the map currently, but I will have that later. He doesn't map every area 100%. There are still secret areas, and I can fill those in if I get a pencil or something. I forget what it is. The other thing is there's a compass, and if I get that compass... Oh, I can't get that geode. If I get that compass, I'll be able to see my location on the map. Right now... You see where, all the way to the left, where there's like a little flower plume thing? I think I'm right to the left of that, I'm pretty sure. Though I'm not absolutely sure. I'm just gonna keep on going this way for now, though. Well, that water doesn't appear to be safe. There. That guy just want to go down. And he shoots little babies. Oh, God! Alright, well, that was a dick move, guys. Full health. Just gotta focus the power of my soul. Always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know! Huh, I freed a little grub. So that's all that there was here. I think we can turn back. Yeah! Also, you notice, and I'm just gonna say this, it's obvious if you're paying attention, but, everyone in this game is a bug, including you. You notice that the cartographer said, as soon as he was hatched, not born. And the first person that you meet is the Elder Bug. The inscription before said neither beast nor bug, not beast nor man. So, that's another thing that makes the world so unique. It's not, there's no humans. I don't even know if humans exist in this world. They easily might not. It's just a bunch of bugs. And there's all different types of bugs, living in harmony and some not. Caches of geodes. I don't think geodes disappear unless you leave the screen. So I'm just gonna walk over here first. Alright, then we're gonna go back and collect all the ones that are surely on the ground. Which are many. Wow, they just fell everywhere. Eh. So now I have over 150. I'm sure I could buy something cool if I went back to Dirtmouth, but I don't want to turn an about face right away. Oh, that just brought me over here. Stop running away. Jeez. There's a sign pointing... Oh, God. It's an ambush. An ambush. Oh, it really is an ambush. I'm stuck. Okay. I didn't... So I have to defeat all these bugs before I can go on. Alright. Paths released. I haven't been under here, right? That's not the direction I was going, but... No, I'm getting distracted. I wanted to go over here, so I'm gonna keep on going over here. Instead of getting all distractinated. Here. I like the way he walks, too, like his arms are under his cloak. Assuming he... Does he even have arms? I'm sure he does, you just never see them. So otherwise, how would he be wielding his nail? So this is a hot springs. There's only like 2 of them in the game. It's actually kind of a weird inclusion. But you go to them and it fills up not only your life bar, but your soul. And your soul meter isn't just for healing yourself later on. But, you know, it is now. There. There we go. Guess I'll just go this way now, since that was my inclination before I turned around. Oh, it's just a geode cache. Alright, I'm glad I went this way. Give me all them sweet, sweet currencies. I will need them. For the people of this world care about money, and I will provide it. In exchange for goods and services. Mostly goods, though. Very few people provide services, but some do. Yeah, the service industry really went to hell. After everyone jumped into a well. And heal up. It's almost weird that it even heals you, just due to the fact that there's always a bench, right? To the 2 hot springs, there's a bench. You could always just heal that way. It's really just for souls. Well, there's a lot of creepy-ass worms over here. I'll just have to deal with all that. I didn't want to make the first episode too long, but I also want to, you know, hopefully fight something big before I end. Spikes do not instantly kill you, but they will cause you to warp back to a period earlier in the screen. So sometimes you can take double damage. They only do 1 hit. It's another thing, is I think Castlevania had, like, death traps also. It's really... It was a little bit too hardcore for me, I gotta say. I'm probably gonna go back to it eventually, but there are things that turned me off about that game. Plus, again, I got even more lost than I did in this game. Because it just gets huge right away. But, yeah, the difficulty level of this game is actually, I would say, perfect. I really liked it. There's some pretty hard things, but, it can all be overcome by mastery of the system. You just gotta talk backwards, and then you heal yourself. That's how it works, right? That's how it works in real life. Because you get injured, and what were you doing before you got injured? Probably talking forwards. So you want to get healed, you talk backwards. No one can argue with that. Of course, I don't actually know how to talk backwards. I know how to speak gibberish pretty good, though. And then you just put the weird syllables. You put syllables on a weird end, and it kind of sounds like you're talking backwards. I can fake talk backwards. I wish I could real talk backwards, though, because it sounds very cool. And then you can say secret messages. And then sometimes you can get someone else who understands you talking backwards. And then you can actually talk to each other, and it sounds cool. It's great. Bench. What's all this? A toll machine with a symbol of a stag. Insert geos? Oh. Ring, ring. Greetings, young one. It's been ages since I heard the ringing of the station bell. It echoed down the stagways and called me to you. I've grown stiff and tired over the many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the bell always calls me back. These stagways stretch the depths of Hollow Nest. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I will take you where you need to go. So this guy is how you can teleport around the world, assuming you find the different stagways. He's a taxi service. And you note he is known as the Last Stag. This place. We are near the surface, I believe. There is an old town here. You should take this opportunity to rest. This place was once full of travelers coming and going. It seems much quieter now. Eager to travel the stagways? Just hop above the platform. Give me the single. And give me the single. Give me the craft singles. Boom. But yeah, you need to open up the stagways in order to actually go to the different locations. So you have to get there once and pay the toll. Note, I just opened this door from the inside. I never thought I'd see such a thing. The Stag station is opened. That building lay silent since before even my time. Oh, I've heard tales of the glorious lines, the web of tunnels running all throughout this kingdom. Not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. Did you visit that temple? A strange building, I've heard. Though I'd never dare journey there myself. The braver among us went there to pray, said they felt at peace within the walls. After a while, they stopped going. I wonder what changed. A young couple just recently took up residence in this back of the station. Seems they're running a map shop, which may excite adventurous types such as yourself. She's a tall bug, the wife. I told them to take the larger house, especially given they're all empty, but they like the look of that one. The way she has to bend over through that door, though. I wouldn't put up with that myself. Let's go check that out. This door is now open. Welcome to the map shop. It's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise. He's headed down below. He'll pop back occasionally to deliver new maps to the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. I've not much interest in retail myself. Now, let's see what's here for me to sell. So, I need this right now. I'm not even going to look at the other things. Wayward Compass. Alright, and I got my first charm. Equip a charm to activate its powerful abilities. To equip a charm, blah, blah, blah. You gotta rest on a bench in order to equip them. That's all I can afford currently, though. So we're gonna leave here. And that is the wife of the cartographer that I met down below. So I'm going to the bench. And we're gonna equip my one and only charm. Wayward Compass. I can now see where I am on the map. Note I can even move while using the map. And you note he's actually reading it, which I think is cute. Can you actually see his little arms? No, you see his cloak lifting up, but you can't... Well, I guess those two... Yeah, you can kind of see his arms. Anyway. So, I was hoping to do, like, something a little bit more exciting the first episode, but I think this is a good introduction. I'll obviously do more next time. I'm gonna play through the whole game, and I'm excited about this. This is great. I'm actually excited to play it again, because there's definitely things I did not find that I am going to look for. So, that's that. Ooh. A stone door with a simple lock. I'll have to take mental note of that. And these are the people that are currently supporting my channel. If you also want to support my channel, you can go to www.patreon.com/CrossKnights. And thank you very much to Henderson. Thank you very much to him. He is, in fact, on this list already. And, yeah, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be Let's Playing this right now. It'd probably come down a few months from now. So, very much so appreciated. And I'll see you all next time in Hollow Nest. Later.